Welcome to Facts for Real Videos. This video about 17 plus random facts you don't see every day. Number 1. I'm sorry to break it to you now. On the other hand, a baby carrot doesn't exist. Regular carrots are what are sold in supermarkets, not the adorable small ones. They have been reduced to the size of a baby. Number 2. Gummies with a strawberry flavor come to mind. Bears ought to be red or pink. Number 3. I'm sorry to announce this, but white rice and green brown rice are the same thing. The brown variant is the precursor to the white one. Nonetheless, milling removes some of it, resulting in the rice. It may be preserved for a longer period of time due to its white hue, but it lessens the nutritional content of the rice. Getting back to rice, it was used to construct. The builders of the Great Wall of China used rice mortar and made sticky rice soup with lime. Compared to normal lime mortar, it was stronger and more water-resistant. The Great Wall has endured the elements for ages because of the rice soup. Number 4. A long-forgotten chocolate bar was discovered deep inside your desk. The surprise is delicious, but when you open it, you hesitate because the film has an unappealing dusty appearance. But don't worry, you can still eat it. Rather, the cocoa butter or fat that was utilized to manufacture the chocolate has been cut out from the rest of the bar. As a result of heating it, has a cool down that it produced. However, this white movie, the taste can be a touch weird. Considering that you would exercise more restraint than I do, it might be wiser to utilize it for cooking instead. Number 5. If not harvested, avocados cannot ripen while still on the tree and will instead fall from the limb. When harvested when still and ripe, they will soften and acquire a similar flavor. Love for them, this occurs as a result of the fruit's own release of ethylene following plucking. While the avocado is still on the tree, it is suppressed. Number 6. Frequently, tomatoes from supermarkets have a poor flavor. The way they are grown and stored subsequently affects their flavor. Tomatoes are picked before they are fully ripe, and they continue to ripen during transportation and on store shelves. But when they aren't totally ripe and are kept at temperatures below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, they significantly lose flavor. To maintain their flavor, tomatoes should ideally be kept out of the refrigerator. Number 7. The only food that practically never expires is honey. It can last for millennia and still be edible provided it is properly packed with no air left in. When placed next to Winnie the Pooh's mummy, the oldest pot of honey ever discovered was 5,500 years old. Number 8. While milk and dark chocolate pose no problems because it lacks the cocoa powder that makes chocolate, well, chocolate, their white sibling, isn't even remotely chocolate. The white type is made of sugar and vanilla flavoring combined with cocoa butter. Number 9. Peanuts have peas as closer cousins than they do with nuts. They are legumes, a group of plants that also includes peas, beans, and chickpeas. Similarly, cashew nuts are not nuts. They are seeds that were gathered from rather huge plants. Fruits, the same is true when purchasing walnuts, almonds, pecans, and pistachios. Number 10. Some sushi rolls claim to contain crab meat, but what you actually receive is fake crab, which is just fish paste. It comes in red and white colors. Sushi was originally known by the name chirini. Fish was once kept fresh for up to a year by being stored in fermented rice, which was then discarded after the year had passed, during the cooking and eating of the fish. Number 11. If you start crying while chopping onions. One approach to prevent this is to place the onion in the freezer before chopping it. This will cause the molecules of the chemical that causes you to cry to become frozen. Alternatively, you might wash the onion in cold water right before chopping it. The third way is to place a damp paper towel next to your cutting board. The chemical gets attracted to the nearest water source, which is generally your eyes, and is prevented from entering your eyes by the cold and wetness left on the onion. But in this instance, the towel will do. Number 12. The majority of wasabi right now. We don't consume real wasabi because it is really pricey. So all we end up with is a horseradish mustard and green concoction. Colored food. Number 13. When eating fresh pineapple, be cautioned because it can literally eat you from the inside out. Includes an enzyme that digests protein. It's what causes the burning after eating a little too much pineapple. Number 14. In the 18th century, mac and cheese used to be a really expensive dish because it required importing Italian pasta from the United States, which was costly. Because making cheese required a lot of time and effort, Only the wealthiest people could afford a plate, and it was served in the most upscale restaurants as a delicacy. Number 15. Seaside communities used to feed themselves with whatever they could catch in the sea, which included mussels, crabs, and a lot of other things we now consider delicacies. However, oysters, lobsters, and pretty much any other seafood were once thought to be food for the poor. Wow, I think my head would explode if I were to eat mac and cheese with lobster right now. Number 16. Due to a rich diet, fish was regarded as a gift fit for a king during the Middle Ages. English rulers were even known to receive massive pikes under the Roman Empire. Emperors used to pay vast sums of gold to farm for delicacies like red mullet. Fresh salmon is naturally gray, since farm fish are fed a particular plant pigment to achieve the same result. Wild fish are fed a lot of shrimp, which gives their meat the distinctive pink-orange color. Number 17. Sir Robert Cheeseborough, the creator of petroleum jelly, reportedly consumed a spoonful of Vaseline each day and requested that his nurse cover him from head to toe in the substance when he became seriously ill. He quickly recovered and lived to be 96 years old, all the while firmly believing in petroleum jelly's miraculous healing abilities. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.